All right, greetings everyone. This is Bomani Tayamba. Welcome to our Ghana tour conference call for April 2nd for upcoming tours to Ghana for May 2017 and November for Ghana, Togo, and Benin 2017, and also for the future tour dates that we have on our website, africafortheafricans.org. And what I want to get right into is our preparation as we continue to talk about just getting prepared for the tour. I've sent out the usual tour email, and attached to that email we have a list called the departure and reminder list for your journey. So that's one of the lists I'm hoping that most people have had a chance to kind of process and gone through. That way we can get some questions in reference to that. But what I want to do is I want to go through that. But before I get into that, what I want to talk about is our flights. 2 months before we leave, usually that's when we finalize all of our flight bookings and send everyone their access to a Delta Airlines electronic ticket. So everyone that's traveling with us that has been cleared for tickets, the email was sent to you, and I'm looking for everyone to make sure they just go through everything, make sure everything looks good. And what I want to do is just kind of read through the email. So, and this is the typical email we send when we send the electronic information for your ticket in. That way you can, that's more than just your actual flight. It's a whole setup of other things that will help your journey run smoother. So once you open the email, it tells you to log into Delta.com, and you also can log into KLM.com later. The flight portion that deals with KLM, which is the departure and return from Amsterdam, that would mainly be based on KLM. But you're supposed to be able to access all of the information on Delta.com. To this process right now, you still have to give it about 2 weeks or so before maybe certain seats and everything are clear and accessible. So once you click on the link to Delta.com, you click on My Trips, then you enter your name, first and last name, and then the confirmation number that was sent in the email. To access the flight information, change seats and special services, add frequent flyer number, email address, emergency contact, add specific diet for meals, and more. Once you open the actual booking and you're logged in, you'll see all of your details, your full name, your full routes based on the flight itinerary that was sent to you, and that's based on the actual tour itinerary itself. And everything shows that we're leaving May 24th. So all of us are leaving from different parts of the U.S. We have 27 people leaving from 10 different airports. So all of the flights will leave in the evening on that day, and your flight will connect you to Amsterdam. And once you get to Amsterdam, you get there early in the morning. So when you're looking at the flight segments, you'll see a long layover. So you can come out with a group, and we head out to the city maybe for 2 hours or so, and come back. Or you can stay in the airport and just enjoy your time until it's time to meet up again at the actual departure flight that goes to Ghana. So these are the things that's on the itinerary, and when you're looking at your flight booking, you want to make sure all of these things are clear, make sure there's no mistakes on there. I've checked over everything, just like Delta Airlines, I've checked over everything. But you're the final checkpoint to make sure everything is spelled right and everything is correct. All right, and let me actually log into mine while I'm actually talking with you. And also for everyone who doesn't have a frequent flyer number, you can just you'll see information on in your login where you can create an account, or you can actually just, if you have a frequent flyer number from Delta Airlines or SkyMiles, you can just add it there, and and then you also can log in. And for those who are primarily viewing things on your phone or tablet, you can just download the Delta app, and once you do that, you just get access to all your flight booking and flight details. All right, and also anyone, if you have any questions about your flights while you're looking at it, just press *6 and just let me know what your question is. I just want to spend a few minutes while we just look through these flight bookings and just go through everything for the recorded call.
Bomani, this is Colleen.
Go ahead, Colleen.
Hi. So for the flights that I wasn't able to book seats for, I would have to log directly into the KLM, or should I just wait for 2 more weeks, like you said earlier?
Yeah, you do have to wait for 2 more weeks, and even after two weeks, if it still doesn't show, then you can go to KLM. Everything should be finalized and closed out at that moment.
Okay.
So everything you're looking at right now is set up to where where all of us can do the final check before everything starts, permanently locked in.
Okay. And when you selected the seats, or I don't know if you selected the seats or not, did you try to keep the group together, or?
Yes. When we do the group booking, the group is together as much as possible, but then you also have people who would change their seats. Like earlier, I was changing a few of my seats, and so but all of us are in the same cabin area. And then for those who want to really just be close to each other, you can just request that over the phone, like a few weeks ahead of time, or when you get to the airport, based on seats available. But as far as the portion with Delta Airlines going to Amsterdam and coming back from Amsterdam, all of us should be able to navigate and change our seats.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Anne Marie, if you can hear me, have you been able to look through all of your booking information while we are speaking? Remember, you have to press *6 to mute yourself and *6 to unmute yourself. That's perfect. So I just logged into my flight booking, and I'm looking at everything. Once you log in, you see a confirmation number on the top right. But what you're also looking at on the top right is a link to where you can email yourself the information. You can also send it via PDF, and also you can print it out. What you want to do in this situation is you want to print out the actual ticket information and put it with your passport, your visa, and your yellow card, and then just put that in your secure location, for your carry-on bag, and that way that is out of the way. And while you're looking at the flights, when you come down to the very bottom, you see your name and everything, your first, middle, and last name. The first and the middle name will be joined together, so that's normal. And then below that, you'll see the box where it says Sky Miles, and you just copy and paste your Sky Miles information in there. I did submit some some Sky Mile numbers, and it didn't add, so I'm just manually adding mine. So, Anne-Marie, are you looking? Everything looks good?
Am I muted or am I not?
You are live and direct.
Okay, live and direct. I'll try not to make a lot of noise in the background. Yes, everything looks great. I'm looking at, do they have a bed up front?
Oh, absolutely. I can get you an upgrade.
I was like, I may want to sleep on this plane.
Yeah, that's. I remember those journeys back on my plantation days when you used to get the Delta benefits. Sometimes you get those flights where you're just up front and you have the bed and you have all that luxury. It's fantastic. I can get an upgrade for you. Just let me know if you want it. The total.
I was looking at it. It says 119 to do it.
That's economy comfort. But if you want the actual business class, I can upgrade you for about $4,000.
Oh man, let me get off this phone. You can mute me.
You can see the upgrades for that portion. That's business class, but it's when you're looking at the plane, it's incredible. It's modern day high tech plane with all of the amenities and everything. But the main thing I'm trying to do, I'm finding coach. When you're back on the plantation days and you get these luxuries, you get a little spoiled. But
oh man, I just like to be spoiled once in my life, and this is like my bucket list trip. Come on now.
No, I'm talking about as far as being in business class.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about too. Flying in comfort.
Yeah, hopefully you make a mistake with your ticket and you end up losing one of those numbers and end up being a single number like 9A, and that will put you there. But this is what that you want to look at, and the good thing about this is also it tracks and lets you know. It right now shows that we're 64 days from departure. I'm like, wow, am I ready to go? Hopefully everybody's ready to go. I feel like I just got back from Ghana, literally. I got back on November 8th, November 9th. And I feel like I just got back, but it's time for another journey of a lifetime. So I just want to make sure everybody got everything up front and ready. So family, that's your flight details. I just added 2 Sky Mile numbers, and it shows good. And for those who don't like the standard diet of food, you can also select your meals and pick something organic, kosher, non-dairy, vegetarian, and then you have other things under requests. So you just literally click on requests, and then your screen pops open and it says special services requests, special meals, wheelchair, and then other things. So, but that's your flight book, and it just gives you unique access to all of your flight details where you can just add, modify. So put your emergency contacts, or phone numbers, email address, and things like that. So, and if anyone who any of the information is not right, not correct, or not clear, just send me an email and we'll communicate and fix it. So everything looks good from when I checked it over the last few days before I sent out the details. But you know how it is sometimes. You can be seeing things and you're looking at the same numbers and letters for hours. But anyway, family, so that's clear. Does anybody have any questions about flight from the U.S. to Ghana and back? Right, so no questions. So what I want to go into before I get into the departure list is when we get to Amsterdam, all of us get there about between 7 to 8. So what I want to do is I want to set it to where we can for those who are looking to literally just come out with us. I want to work on a basic preparation plan. I did put in the email, and what I'm going to do is actually check the email, and it's a flight schedule options. In the email attachment, it talks about options during layover in Amsterdam. So during our layover, if you plan on staying at Amsterdam Airport, enjoy your stay inside the airport until we get back. But during our layover, if you plan on leaving Amsterdam Airport to go to Amsterdam Central, follow these directions below. Depart secure airport area. Once we all get off our flight, you just proceed to the exit where this shows, where you just end up at passport control. And once you have your check bags or your check bags, so don't worry about them. Only thing that you'll be dealing with is your carry-on bags. So once you exit, you ask the airport attendant to direct you to where the lockers are. So the lockers are just a short walk. You see some elevators and take you downstairs to a security location where you have security, and then you have a lot of large lockers. So 3 to 4 or 5 to 8 people can literally put their carry-ons in the lockers. The only trick to that is when you're traveling and you're going out for a short period of time for 2 hours, people start breaking off, and next thing you know, somebody come back later on the train and other people. So make sure that whoever you put your stuff in the locker with, because they can't go through security with your stuff, so they would have to wait for you. So just process those things. It's never just a simple, easy thing. But so we'll work those things out as we get closer. And when you read through the details, it'll tell you more about these things in full. Also, to get on the train to get the lockers on. Also, lockers you can use your credit card as long as modern day up to date card. And you're looking at anywhere from the small lockers, and try to quote these prices because they're in euros. Anywhere from about 9 to 15 euros, depends on the size. Like I was saying, it's a big locker, so you can literally put a lot of people put their stuff in. So that's what makes it cost effective. But the documented price I have is €9.50 for you to get on the train from. As soon as you walk from the locker, you'll see the train station inside the airport, and it'll literally take you to Amsterdam Central. It's usually platform 3, but you always have to make sure that you look on the sign and make sure you know where you're going. And I know everybody I'm saying these things, but I'm going to be there also, but I also have to just let people know in case you are running behind or something. you have these directions, or in case a flight getting a little later and you still want to go. Don't solely just wait for me. So that's why these things are attached to the email for you to look through. And while you're taking a quick ride to Amsterdam, it's it's a short ride on the train. You're looking at 15 to 20 minutes. And when you get there, you can just have a basic walk. Everything is right there. So if you want to do more research on things, you can do. I don't expect everyone to follow me on this. This is completely off the grid. It's not even a part of the itinerary. But I do think some people want to go out and they might want to follow myself, and some people might want to do their own thing. My sister Sass is coming. For those who know Sass is, so you can always hang out with her. And a few other people are coming, so you always have someone to connect with. Our main goal is just to kind of just get some fresh air and just make our way out and just kind of just do some basic network and just hang out for a little bit. That way we just not in the airport just waiting for the long layover. All right, so that is that. So let me close this and
may I ask
open it up for some questions. Go ahead.
Okay, the flight from Amsterdam to Accra, are we selecting our seats?
Yes, good question. You're going to have the option to select the seats in about 2 weeks. Right now, it's everything has to be sent over and processed in KLM. Everything is still in the Delta system as they are waiting for us to finalize to make sure that all of our names are spelled correct and everything.
Okay.
So especially during the next conference call, which we'll have is in approximately 4 weeks, April 30th. What we do is just finalize all those things and make sure that all those things are taken care of, and we'll give updates on all of the final booking as far as hotel and transportation, and let everyone know if anything has changed. And then basically from there, everyone have a few weeks to literally work on getting all the stuff that they need, which we're going to talk about on the preparation and departure list. So on this email also got your itinerary, all right, and the main list, departure reminder list.
Reminder, this is Barbara.
Go ahead, Barbara.
I would like to know how soon should we get the yellow fever shot?
You should get a yellow fever shot as soon as possible. What you don't want to do, you don't want to get it at the very last minute. That way, when you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're flying, and then the yellow fever shot, the poison that they put in there just react, and then next thing you know, you just have an adverse reaction in flight. So you want to take something like that right away. That way, it just process itself and work its way through your body.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Anyone else have any questions before we move on to the next set of topics? All right. So here we go. All right, modern technology, everything is just right in front of you. All right, so this list is kind of long. It's 30 points. All right, anyone have any questions before I go into this list about any of the things that we just talked about the last 15, 20 minutes? And Marie, let me mute you back, and Colleen, let me mute you back. All right, what I want to do is I'm going to go through this the first 5, and then just open things up for questions based on what I'm going through. The preparation and the departure and reminder list for your journey, as it's titled in your email attachment. And we just go 1. All of the Ghana tour details, as we always talk about, is documented on the website africafortheafricans.org. And for the tour of your interest or the tour that you're traveling on, go to the main menu and click on the tour link, and you have 100% of the tour details there. Gratuities. Prior to departure, Africa for the Africans will collect tips for hospitality services that will be provided in Ghana. This amount is based off the numbers of confirmed tour participants. This will serve as a separate charge for the tour and will be collected on departure date upon arrival at Atlanta or Amsterdam airport. The total per person is $50 or $50 per adult. This will allow us to expedite services. You can give additional tips to anyone we want to give you great services. This is basic tips for all of After Ghana staff, including drivers, guides at all sites, hotel staff, and entertainment. All other services that may be provided is up to you for a tip, and based on that. So I just wanted to go through that to let everyone know what the tips are collected for and what the tips are not collected for. 3, when you visit, do not come with a romanticized notion about Ghana/Africa, or you'll be disappointed and unnecessarily frustrated. Come with open eyes and an open mind, knowing that Ghana is a developing nation. There's much to do, and we can be a positive, contributory part of it. Keep in mind that Ghana/Africa is not America or Europe, nor do we want it to be. We're Mother Africa's children returning home, and we want to be a part of Mother Africa growth and development. 4 is what we just talked about, the Delta-KLM e-ticket login. So we'll skip that one. 5, make sure your personal documents, including passport, tickets, are all secured. Scan a copy or email yourself these documents, or leave a copy with family members. So based on this, how you feel about international travel, you might want to do certain things just for this personal peace of mind. It usually helps after, especially for those who are not made this long of a route and been away for this 2 weeks. 6, please verify all travel documents and have them secure for travel. This so it's back on the same thing, just talking about making sure your stuff is secure and ready to go. 7, arrive at the airport 2 to 3 hours to give yourself enough time to check in through security and get on the flight. So it's basically the beginning of summer, so I don't really know how busy the airport is, but let's give yourself leeway and time, and you'll be fine. In certain situations, if you miss a flight, just go to your Delta counter and have them rebook you, and just send you a message on WhatsApp or something, or an email. And we are traveling also, so we're not going to be able to get certain things right away. So, just want to make sure everybody is clear on that. Once you have your ticket, you basically sign off that's your ticket, and you're going to make sure you get on those flights and everything. 8, check bags, 2 check bags per person, 50 pounds each. So make sure your bags are secure with lock and name tag. Verify all labeling of bag. Make sure it say direct to ACC. So if you're leaving from Atlanta, make sure your bag say ATL to ACC, and that means your bag is just going to go directly to Ghana. So wherever you have a connection flight or a layover, you're not going to see your check bag. So for people who never done these routes before, don't go at every stop off looking for your bags or anything. I'm sure no one is going to do that, but we still have to go through everything and cover everything for the record, so no one can say I didn't say certain things. The goal with this list was always to put as much information as possible as far as things that you may not remember, or things that kind of deal with preparation and kind of mix it in. So it's a bunch of different things as we go through this. Also with the bags, Delta charged $100 for overweight bags between 51 to 70 pounds. So they're not going to really charge you, $100 if the bag is over 1-2 pounds. But that's the legal, charge for overweight bags in the legal range. And $200 for any additional checked bags. And no bags are allowed over 70 pounds. So make sure you have 2 well-packed 50-pound bags. I recommend put 1 bag full of school supplies or things that you want to get rid of, and that way you can have extra bag to put all kind of things in. But if you do bring back additional luggage, you can purchase additional 50-pound bags for $200, or you can pack some extra weight in your bags for extra $100, or you can be like myself, just create a 3rd carry-on, or just kind of work your weight around, or just have somebody who's a light traveler just tote something for you that they're clear about. And also for those who are looking to bring back a whole lot of things that can't come back, Delta Cargo is one option, and if you just want to bring back a whole shipping container, you can also work on those things. But the option, you just never know what you're going to go there and buy, especially if people are coming there to do business or import export. All right, so 9. Carry-on bags. You may carry one bag and one personal item at no charge. Please note that all items must easily fit in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. All right, so some of these things are basic, and I know my mother asked me once, why do I have to go through these things? I tell her that's the nature of business. You have to cover everything, or you're liable for people who say they didn't know certain things. But these are just really basic information, but and we can go over it over and over. But it's just the nature of everything, especially for someone just chimed in city late on the call. But that's why we just always do our best to edit all calls and record it, so you can literally just listen back on it, and also go to the email and listen and look through the details that was sent in reference to the call. Right. 10. When you pack your luggage, I remember less is better. So just always just keep in mind, and you definitely want to pack some light things because you're going to a tropical country. Now those are the first 10 things on there. So what I want to do is open things up for any questions or anybody want to dialogue any other things that I talk about during the first 10. But what we're doing is we're reading from the preparation and departure list, or the departure and reminder list. It's all the same thing. All right, so everybody is shy tonight. Let me see who is on the call. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah. Bomani, the checked baggage, that's included in the price of the trip, or do we have to pay, going and coming for our own luggage if we check luggage?
The tour includes 2 checked bags, which is included in the price of the tour at 50 pounds each. And anything else that you need would be the extra bag that will cost you $200, or an overweight bag between 51 and 70 pounds that will cost you $100. Other than that, all your luggage is covered.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, excellent. All right, anyone else have any questions before we move on to the next segment of things? All right, someone had a question. Someone said, can you bring children on the tour? You can bring a child on the tour. That's absolutely fine. There's no age restriction on the tour. It's it's fun for the whole family. The more the merrier. That's the kind of journeys that we have. So the only thing is this, when you're bringing someone like a teenager, so they just have to understand that the same legal restrictions here is the same legal restrictions there. So we can't have anyone underage drinking in public or things being recorded, and next because we're liable for those things. So only thing I would say, anyone that's looking to bring anyone that's under the age of 18, they just have to be accountable for them 100% and make sure that they follow the laws of the country and everything. Right? And then in certain situations, children, there's certain package or family package that we put together. So that's a situation where if you're looking to bring a child, you just send an email on the child age and certain details, and we'll put together a family package for you. All right, so move on to the next segment of things. All right, on the tour, what we have is cultural days. So 11, bring a set of white/red, black, green, and gold clothing to pay homage to our ancestors. Red, black, and green and gold combination for Ancestor Day 1, and that's when we go to Asinman. So when we leave from Cape Coast. So the date will be on your itinerary, and they'll be on your page. But the main thing, and then we definitely give you a reminder. The main thing is just to add that to your checklist. If you can't find certain things, you can find them in Ghana. And we're going to wear white for Ancestor Day 2, and that's going to be when we go to Cape Coast and or Elmina Holocaust dungeons. And that's just all white as best as you can. If you don't want to wear white, that's absolutely fine. It's something that we don't want anyone to feel we're just forcing them to do anything, especially when certain people connect certain things to certain spiritual beliefs or certain things. So we definitely understand, whenever someone say they're not open to being a part of the naming ceremony, or they're not wearing white, or a few of the different protests I've gotten over years. And I tell people it's all good. We're here to have the journey for a lifetime. Also, we're just here to just make sure everything is smooth and stress free. So, but if you're not open to doing things like the naming ceremony and things like that, or not open to getting your feet wet on the beach, and just give us a heads up that way we don't have a certificate or anything waiting for you calling your name and you're not there. So, these are things that we literally also just go through over, while we're on tour, and we usually just go through the schedule, go through the schedule the day, and, go through at least 1-2 days in advance. That way everything is processed through. And also when we process the tour book, everybody will have the tour book with all the details in it. So it's one of those things that we just look to just cover as much as possible and make sure everybody's clear on everything. At 12, bring any school supplies you can donate to the children in Ghana. This includes books, bags, paper, pencils, calculators, clothing. We're also collecting black doll babies for the young children at the school and orphanages, and also at One Africa. So when we go to the Central region in Cape Coast, Elmina, and also when we go to all other regions, we'll have a school or orphanage that we'll go to based on the flow of the itinerary. And if you have any school supplies, the tour guide will collect them ahead of time, and you have them spaced out. And then we'll have them at each of the schools. And also, if you're looking to make any financial donations, you can just make it there directly in the U.S. dollars or CDs, and right there in the whatever we use whatever we use to collect it, and it will be given directly to the school administration. Right, and so that is the school supplies and donations. 13, it gives you to confirm the meetup times for the Atlanta airport, and that's about 4 o'clock. We'll meet up at the departure gate, a date of departure, May 24th, and then May 25th in Amsterdam. Usually looking to meet up about 1 o'clock, 1:30, based on the flight departure. That sometimes adjusts from 2 to 3:30. So once so everyone, we have to just make sure that you get in 2 hours before your documented time for your Amsterdam flight, so you can meet us at the departure gate. So these are the things that's on the list, and you can just process through. And what I'm going to do is just read it from on screen. And also for those who have any kind of anything dealing with any kind of medication, just bring anything that you figure you might need. That way you're prepared and you're not there looking for anything. Not saying that you can't find anything as far as medication there in Ghana. When you're on this journey, you want to make sure you bring everything that you need. And talking about everything that we need, 15 camcorders. Bring extra memory card, chips, recharge your batteries. If you have any electronics, make sure that it has a built-in converter to where it works internationally from 110 to 220. Or if not, you have to use a converter. But every electronics that know as of now, your phone, your camera, camcorders, your laptop, they automatically convert. So mainly what you're looking to do, you're looking to get those adapters. They're the same adapters that you use if you're traveling to England, and that's popular terminology that you can use. But also recommend extension cords. So you're looking for something universal where you can plug in your US charger for whatever device you have, and it just plugs right into that extension cord or into that adapter where you can just connect directly into the wall there in Ghana. The reason why I say extension cord, a lot of times you have, not like in some certain houses in the U.S. where you have sockets just all over the place, so you might just have them spaced out more. So you want to make sure you have an extension cord and things like that. So that will help you if you're looking to, especially if you're carrying basic equipment with you. All right, 16, travel iron, alarm clock, plastic bag, compact umbrella, waterproof poncho, and other convenient accessories. It might rain a little bit here and there, so you may want to just be prepared on that also. And that's something that on your way, on your daily movements out, you can just put it in a small little backpack. And these are also things that you can leave on your, leave on the bus based on how we're moving. 17, mosquito spray or repellent or citronella oil, which is an excellent insect repellent. Avoid wearing scented lotions or oil. Mosquitoes like sweet scent. Note most of these sprays have dangerous chemicals, so do your research for the safest thing to use. So I'm basically telling you that I was born in the tropics, so people always asking what I do. I tell them I just go there and enjoy nature and enjoy paradise. But I do understand that just like when you go somewhere tropical, some folks always got sunscreen and things like that. People myself take a bath in the sun, but you definitely want to make sure that you have all the things that you need to make sure that your comfort. So not telling everyone to just do what I do, but just telling you just to prepare and think about all the process of you traveling to Ghana with us. Think about us hiking up the canopies, us doing a walk around the parks, us, it's all forms of just us moving, traveling, and everything. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable, and you want to make sure that mosquitoes are not consistently attacking you because you smell so sweet and things like that. All right, 18, calculator for basic things like currency exchange, Ghana CD, exchange rate. Right now, the CD rate is a little bit over. It's for one or $100 US, you're looking at the 4 times the amount. So for $100 US, you're looking at about 400 CDs. So it's a little bit more than that, but kind of just giving you a base that it's. You can also look it up, but it's 4 to 1. So that's your money will spread, but the value of things are the value of things. But what we are recommended is to bring big bills, 50s and 100, to get the best exchange rate for your money. And so if you bring smaller bills like 10s and 20s, you're going to get just a minimum denomination. That's just how it worked there in Ghana. And they prefer those big, pretty, big face bills, brand new ones. 19, bring as much cash as you think you need, $400 to $800. Bring Visa card to access ATM. MasterCards are, they are recommended, but you still have a limited amount of or lack of ATMs that take them. But make sure you call your bank for that card and let them make a note that you will be using your bank card to access international currency. This will prevent your account from being locked and save you time from calling your bank from Africa and getting them to unfreeze your account. If you fail to make the call, your card might stop working the second or third time when you try it, or it might just not work at all. So just think about that. If you have a PayPal account, that's the best thing is you recommend get a PayPal MasterCard by logging into PayPal.com, logging into your account, and requesting a PayPal card. The reason why I say that is when you're traveling PayPal is a worldwide setup, so it's not based on you going international. It consider your purchase as a purchase. It doesn't do like what Bank of America, what Covia. Hopefully they're not bugging me and saying I'm telling their secrets, but they're not going to charge you any fees like zero, no fees. From the last few times I've done it. But if you use your Bank of America, Wachovia, or any of the corporate devil banks, they're gonna charge you for this transaction, that transaction, this charge, international charge, that charge, just to charge you for a charge, and so that's the difference. And beyond that, cash rules in Ghana, so bring as much cash as you want, stash it all over the place, and this you can do that. So just sharing those options for you. And 20 is going to be tropical, beautiful weather, and your low to mid 80s, like Jamaica or like any other tropical paradise country. So what you want to do is bring bright, light clothing, sandals, shorts, walking shoes, sundress, tank top, swimwear, etc. Casual African clothing for certain nightlife events, evening events like business networking conferences. Welcome and farewell dinner. So basically you're packing your suitcase in the form of just you're doing a little bit of everything, and based on what you're doing more, you just kind of work that out. But for those who are looking to work out and things, you do have pool there, so you can get your swim on if you want. And we are going to the Atlantic Ocean to take a swim on the final tour day. So for those who want to go, just make sure you have your swimwear, your towel, and all of your things. Just be prepared. So those are the first 20 things. So I'm going to stop for a minute and open up, see if anybody have any questions about any of the first 20 things I just talked about as far as on the preparation list. All right, I guess we have prepared everybody. Everybody's just ready to go. No questions. All right, let me move on to the last 10 things, and we'll just begin to start wrapping the calls up. Where do you store that much cash? You can. That's funny. That's a good question, Stephen. You store that much cash in your secure luggage and also at the safe in the hotel. Yeah, you secure it in your secure belongings and have your lock and key when you leave it in your room, and you are good to go. So those are things you can do. Everything is worth the process of a peace of mind. So we have to think about all and everything. But the best thing that does make me feel at ease is Ghana is one of the most peaceful countries. And the culture of everything is just unique as far as just not having issues with certain things you may have issues with traveling. Right. 21. No photo taken allowed at airports, state office building, and other government facilities. Your film will be confiscated, and you could be arrested. So, a tour guide, Kwabena Baka, usually just go through that and tell everyone ahead of time when you come up to the buildings relevant to those terminologies. So beyond that, everything else is open for you to take pictures. And 22, after tour does not offer travel insurance, but you can purchase it from an independent insurer. Passport Health is one of the companies that have locations in different parts of the U.S. That offer travel and health services. A few group members from Atlanta area have used these services over the years. So it's passporthealthusa.com, where you can purchase travel insurance, and you can look at different health services. And that's just one of different companies. This one is just popular based on just people who have traveled with us here locally, and they have just told me about it, and I just put it as something to check out and something to compare it to other things if you choose to go that route. 23, toiletries including tissue, soap, napkins, wet wipes, facial tissues, washcloth, beach towel, laundry soap, and so on. Things relevant to that, you can bring certain things based on what you need to do. You can request a laundry service once you get to the different hotels. As we travel every two to 3 days, we're going to a different hotel. So you want to do it on the first day. 24, Ghanaians are very friendly. However, be wary of people who just want to make quick money off you and make promises they cannot keep. You should know as much as possible about people you are planning to do business with. And so when you get to the Business Investment Conference, some of the things that the folks who are repatriated and also the Ghanaian business folks there that's presenting will mention is certain basic things as far as just being clear about how a certain process go. That way you're clear and you follow that process. That way you're not in certain situations, especially when it's dealing with land acquisition. 25, games for leisure time, social gathering and tournaments, including a deck of cards, dominoes, chess, general board games. So I usually try to bring a few things. That way when we're out in certain locations and we're in the middle of the tropics, I should say, you can and we're not looking to go out or do any nightlife, or if we're doing nightlife or so, and you just want to stay back and just hang out at the social location there. You can just have your cards, dominoes, and you can just enjoy some music out, or tell the bartender to turn on the music, and you can just get your social energy on. And for those who just get burned out from because we're driving and moving and things like that, then different people have different energy. You can just get you some rest. Right, 26 emergency things: flashlight, basic first aid kit, laxative, Pepto-Bismol, anti-diarrhea, a few other things. Any related emergency medicine or materials. Note that these medicines are not all natural, so do your research and make sure that you bring the safest thing. 27, please focus on enjoying yourself and accomplishing your mission. Do not get distracted by others or get caught up in complaining. This is an experience that will have its wonderful journeys, and some days may be longer than others. It's all a part of your introduction to Ghana/Africa. We recommend that you just go with the flow and enjoy your time in paradise around the itinerary that we have put together on the journey. So just letting everyone know that we're flowing with the itinerary, and you might have a situation where if we say that we're leaving at 8 o'clock and we still have a few things that we have to get together, just enjoy yourself there and take a few pictures, get a drink or just relax a little bit, and when we get everything taken care of, we just get everyone rolling. It's literally impossible to plot everything out based on time, especially like a year or 2 years in advance, or even when you literally get there. So you just flow with the itinerary where you're getting, even if you're departing 30 minutes later, you can you get to the location on time, or you get to do all of what we have on itinerary. So certain things is adjusted to where you have flexibility, to where where we can literally just take our time. But I do have like about 8 o'clock for certain departure time daily. So that means wake up call is around 6. For those who are looking to do morning exercise, you want to, as a matter of fact, we're always looking for a good volunteer for morning exercise, and for that person to collect information for the people who want to do morning exercise, and reach out to them the night before, and then connect with them in the morning and do morning exercise. That's from 6:15 to about 6:45, or you can just stretch in this exercise on your own, or swim, or do something just to get the flow of your body flowing early. 7 o'clock is breakfast. Enjoy breakfast. Eat as much fruits and vegetables as possible, and then you just be ready for an early start.
Go
ahead.
Yes, hi, this is Lori. I just wanted to ask regarding, I wanted to have a couple of dresses made. So when we first get there, will we see images so we could, like have my measurements or that kind of thing?
You won't see Amicus. The next day you'll see Z and a few other people that will be at our business and investment conference.
Okay.
And then you'll see them a week later when you get back to Accra. So what that does, that give them enough time to process your measurements and everything, and then they'll have things, and then she'll have a rack full of dress and different books and different things. When we get there on the 25th. So the next day, the 26th, we'll have 1 or 2 people there at the business investment conference. The main person we have, her name is Z, and she's been doing the tailor work for us since we started the business conference in 2007. So she'll take your measurements. Other than that, I got an email that I can send to you that you can contact Imacus, and you and I are allowed to kind of like work it out, same as I did for 1 or 2 other people. But I'm just sharing with you what we have on the itinerary. I noticed a few people have their name, and a few people say wireless caller. If you see an option where you can add your name, go ahead and add your name so I can see who's actually on the call, because most of what I see is just wireless caller. 28, remember to have your yellow card or waiver to present at the point of entry in Ghana before you get to customs to avoid any delay or any madness. So be prepared for that one, everyone. 29, when you get to baggage claim in Ghana, get your own free card and put only your bags on it. Make sure you have your check bags receipt from when you check your bags at your departure airport. So when you're processing and you're handing your bag over to the Delta representative, they're going to give you a sticker with your receipt of your bags and everything. That's your lifeline to your bag. And also, you have to make sure all the numbers match up before you leave Ghana. You want to make sure that nobody's taking anybody's bag. So you want to make sure that you don't have any mix-up. So have all your things together, secure, including your baggage receipt. All right. So these numbers need to match up to the ones to show during the final airport exit. So do not let anyone push your cart while processing or proceeding to the bus. No, we will meet. We'll meet at the Forex Bureau to exchange money across from baggage claim or below baggage claim. If we don't get a moment to do that, which we may not, the next day in the morning we'll have a money exchanger there on the bus. Just that way you can have your money exchange. That way when you go out to the city tour in Accra, May 26th, and you go to the art center, and we're moving around in Accra, you can have all your your exchange money ready to get your shopping on. So everyone, just make sure everyone is clear on that. 30, bring things to the Holocaust dungeons, like several candles to light in different dungeons, a picture of your ancestors, or anything that you want to bring to make this moment special. So it's some of the videos and some of the photos we have, you see people doing certain things and some you don't. It's just really just up to everyone, and we just try to just make it just a nice flow. So family, those are the 30 points that I've gone over, and I've gone over our flight details and us hanging out in Amsterdam and traveling there and back. So we just want to open up everything for questions, and let me check to see if I have any questions in chat. All right, before I open up, are there any investment opportunities to buy land? Thank you for that question. What we have is we're going to Benue village in Techiman in the Brong-Ahafo region, and that's where we're looking to do we're looking to get land to build our Africa for Africans, African Diaspora Sustainable Repatriation village right there in our Ghana, right there in the center of the country, right along that area where Benue village is. We're looking to be our neighbor, this brother and sister community. So both of us will have process of land that those who are looking to build your own sustainable project can join us. People like myself and herself do these kind of things and go ahead and put the money down and acquire a large sum of land to make it easier for those who want to just get their land and just build their project and be a part of communities of like-minded people. And while you're there in Ghana itself, while we're traveling, the tour got to talk about different things as far as land. At the business conference, the Land Commission will talk about the process of land, and then you have different people talk about different aspects of land development. So on the YouTube page, youtube.com/Bomani, that's the actual channel link. When you go down, you see a link that shows you a list of repatriation investment videos, and all of them are based on the conferences that we've done over the past. They have covered all different form of subject as much as possible, so everyone can go back and look at them and look at the different investments in land, and also different investments in things like cashew farming and other projects, microfinances, health and wellness and other things. But the main thing that we're pushing as far as land is we're pushing for sustainable development in Techiman in the Brong-Ahafo region, for more of us to come there and build sustainable projects, whether they build with us or build their own group or build their own individual project. Is to create an energy of an African diaspora energy for those of us who are looking to return to this, assist those who want to actually just come around like-minded energy and come around people who are looking to do this wonderful development projects and things like that. And the good thing about everything there, it's 100% agricultural land, so you literally just plant everything that you need to live off for your life. And it rains 6 months of the year, so catching up water to drink for 2 years in advance. So you're good on water. But you basically want to use that. Being in the middle of the country, you just want to do everything sustainable, just be completely off the grid, and to where when you're looking at opportunities in that area, you're looking at this incredible region of just development. If you're looking to do a big project that build big airport, build different level of manufacturing, or even build which is always unique, a solar power plant, or theme park, or just anything that you look to desire. The investments opportunities are open in that area primarily. Reason I'm saying this also is it's a way to get away from the madness in Accra and the madness that's in the southern part of the country. When you're getting away from this madness in America, you don't want to just jump right back into it. And Accra can be like that. Even though Accra is incredible, we're there for the first 3 days and the last 2 days. But when you're looking to do development project, you're looking to this venture further out. For some people, 7 hours up in Techimon, the Brong-Ahafo region, that's too far. I do understand some people, but when you're looking at developing a city or a region and looking to be a part of that investment and looking to this, do certain things, you want to think in the long run, and that's like the future. People like myself here who have been in business for 12, 13 years, I just feel like myself is being boxed in and boxed in and boxed in, and then suck for every little thing that you make to give to all kind of things that the system wants you to pay and give and everything. And it's just like you just end up just building an independent business. And even that's the situation. I talk about a plantation. That's even the plantation right there, because you just not getting anywhere. So, when I calculate all of the business and things that we've done, we could have added 2 tour bus and maybe 1 nice hotel if we did some early investments in that area. But unfortunately, you don't know certain things, so you just do what everybody else do. You just make reservations and pay for reservations, but you don't ever think about development. But that's where we just started thinking where need to move our investment more to development. And acquiring land space in the Brong-Ahafo region is perfect. So I've said a whole lot about this part. I'm glad for the reminder on that question before we actually open things up. But anyone directly about this land acquisition or opportunity, I've sent out a few emails and a few things on Facebook. Let me know if anyone have any questions about what I just talked about, land acquisition in the Brong-Ahafo region. All right, *6, unmute yourself. And also looking to take final questions as we close out in the next minute or two. All right, wow, everybody's like super quiet. Wow, all right. So I guess we don't need to have any more conference calls, so everybody's probably prepared and ready to go. And the last final note, I had some notes in here. I have a few tours we have scheduled as we begin to transition for independent operation to basically be able to do a whole bunch of tours and investments all over Africa as we begin to get ourselves more positioned there and work with our sister Nunet to do wonderful things. I'm part of a group of a few people that Ethiopian Airlines and Ethiopian Travel, and the push that Ethiopia is pushing for the diaspora to connect and do tourism and business there. So if it all goes well, I'm on a tour from May 5th to the 15th. And we're leaving for Ghana May 24th. So we're squeezing another conference call in 4 weeks, and then also a few days before we leave, if we just need to go through anything. But beyond that, you can communicate with me via email, Facebook, and so on. I don't think I'll have us too far out in the middle of Ethiopia where we can't use our technology. But I would love to tell everybody who I'm traveling with, but I am not. What you have to do is I'll make a few quick videos of the all-star crew of us. A few people who have been in the business for a long time, connecting people and traveling to different parts of the world and connecting people to Africa and doing wonderful things. Since I don't exactly know how the final layout will work on who's going to come, I'll just surprise everybody. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. The goal is to just bring you whatever updates I'll do whenever I'm traveling or moving around. Lately, we've been here in Atlanta just interviewing a few of our brothers and sisters who are looking to repatriate and just getting some few dialogues from them about about different subjects that just concern us and open our minds to why would we want to travel or live or do business in Africa. So I'm opening up that dialogue a little bit more, and I'm hoping I'm not offending or freaking anybody out. The goal of our conversation is to just try to convince more and more people to travel and do business in Africa. I feel like if myself and other people were connected more and did more things in Africa, we'd have enormous communities already built. But unfortunately, these are things you learn when you're building business and you're learning to do these things internationally. No one really laid out a map and say this is how we escape from America after being stolen from our homeland, and some of us having the urge and wanting to go back. So those are the things that just opening up more and beginning just to be more comfortable with talking about repatriation and talking about the process of how someone can have a better life living in a country like Ghana, and how someone who can just basically, if you have certain things like certain skills, like looking for people to work that land, it's a lot of land, and looking for a lot of things to be built in a fast period of time, not looking for that property to sit there for years. So looking for people who want to sacrifice just being here for 6 months and a year, and cover your plane ticket and cover your lodging and basic expenses based on what we can raise and based on what we have as far as this business resources. But it's something I want to just there's a link on our website, africaforafricans.org, where you'll see the African Diaspora Sustainable Repatriation Village, and I'll begin to add more dialogue in there. And then put more things as far as business concept plans and how you can just make a living doing things like this. 'Cause a lot of times people think that if you go out in the middle of the jungle, you're going to be disconnected from the so-called real world, and you're not going to be able to get paid or make the money you make, which that's what the system will want you to believe. But when you do things communally and sustainably, and you do things like that, you are wealth overnight. I realize that I'm not getting rich in this country, and I'm actually and it's just you're just getting more stress. That's the only thing I'm getting here, just more stress, not more riches. So in order to just ease the stress and just build the riches, so we can do bigger projects in Africa and the diaspora and the different parts of the world, the non-black world. These are some of the things that we propose and share. And as my journey from traveling in 2004, all I've done is my best to show everyone pictures, videos, and share everything that we have. And we have literally kept no secrets. So where you see us at is just our growth, and we're just looking to take it to that next level, to build the African diaspora community, so we can help more folks come home and give more of our people opportunities. So everyone definitely check it out, and be free to contribute whatever you want to contribute. But our family, let me open everything up back one more time for our questions before I close. Anybody have any questions about anything I just said or anything that we've talked about all night? Wow, everybody is super quiet. Wow. Everyone is on mute, so you have to press *6 to unmute yourself, or the mute symbol on your computer or phone.
Oh, okay. I just did that. This is Anne Marie.
Hello.
I have a few things to clear up, and then I think I was ready from day one. So I'm just like, I figure that it's almost like me going to visit Jamaica, so I'm just ready for a little bit of anything. So I'm going to take care of some business this week, complete everything, and we'll see you on the next conference call.
Yes, exactly. The next conference call is April 30th, and then I'm looking to make another one right when we get back, right before we leave. So I'm working that time frame out. If I can't do it on the Sunday, we'll just do it a different day. But I guess I can give everybody a date right now. We're leaving on the 24th, so looking for that, the one after April 30th to be May 21st. And if that day does not work, I might just have to work it out to where we have to do in the middle of the week on the 17th of May. But we've covered everything, and I'm hoping everybody is clear. And I've done my best to record all the conference calls and go through everything over and over as much as possible, and everything on the site. So I'm just hoping I don't get any of those phone calls that of anyone just waking up and saying that they don't know what's going on. All they know is that they paid for a trip and they don't know what's going on. So hopefully that don't happen. So hopefully everybody is prepared and ready. So you can call me, text me, email me, communicate with me. I do my best every day to make sure all communications are knocked out and returned, and all receipts and things are processed within 1 to 2 days. So reach out to me. So right now I'm looking to get all these things going. And for those who are looking to still go to Brazil, please reach out to me. My finger is almost on that cancellation button. It's 5 of us, and we need 5 more to make it 10 for our Delta group booking. Because these crooks have skyrocketed the flight. So if you don't have a group agreement from like months ago, you're paying like $2,000 and something to fly to Brazil. It is really crazy and madness. But I wish we had our own airline like that, just to run operation. That's kind of business I'd love to get into and do. But there's a business that you just dream to just grow into in the future. But I'm looking to still make the Brazil journey work. It's a nice journey that we're looking to just all put our cash in the pot and work with our tour guide to just let them know what we're doing and what we're not doing on the itinerary based on our group conference. So just looking for 5 more folks to join the journey. I thought we'll have a nice packed journey by now, but if it's not meant to, it is not meant to. But we're definitely doing well in the Africa journeys. It's 27 of us in May, and it is 30 of us for November. So that leaves literally about 5 to 8 more seats for November. So that I didn't expect to fill up since it was Ghana, Togo, Benin. And the other thing about Ghana, Togo, Benin is everyone needs to make sure you do a multiple entry visa as soon as possible. Anytime, 2 months before, naturally, but you can do the multiple entry anytime, and that visa is good for anywhere from 1 to 5 years. And we're going to have all of the Togo and Benin visa information emailed to you a few months before the trip, and we'll be able to get everything processed for Togo and Benin at the border with our new crew of folks on our tour staff that speak French and are from Togo and Benin. So that will be wonderful. That's a lot smoother than the other journey. So you process these things a lot better. So it's going to be a nice full bus of us. And so beyond that 2017 journey, if you don't get on any of these journeys, we have Ghana and Ivory Coast, May of 2018, and Ethiopia and Tanzania, November 2018. So I am going there to Ethiopia on that journey that's set aside for those of us that's looking to promote Ethiopia and look to make it a vibrant part of our schedule. I was hoping that we could do Ghana, Ethiopia, but I planned it out and plotted out, and it was just all of us would die from all that flying alone. Yeah. So it didn't work out. So it was just easier to do it based on our new relationships and business, our connections that we have in Tanzania, which is another wonderful country that I love to just connect with and just be able to do more things. And so these are the flexibilities of the tours that we're building based on the energy. So definitely just excited that we have a lot of interest in our folks connecting to Africa. So family, since everybody is shy tonight and there's no questions, and as you can hear me, losing my voice, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'll look out for everybody's email. All right, that have any further questions. So family, good night. I am literally going to unmute everyone, and then you all take care and enjoy your night, and appreciate everybody joining our conference call. This is Bomani Tamba. Everyone, will see you in the motherland sooner than later.
Good night.
All right. Good night, everyone.